That's something that is most people are neglecting that and really getting into pushing yourself in the workout, pushing yourself close to failure in the last set's very important. So the third part is training harder. Now I have to really work hard at it, right? And the intensity has to go up. But still, the intensity needs to be there because you can go through motions of working out. You can do your 10 reps, put the weight down, and might keep some muscle tone, but you're not going to make any gains there. And as you get older, there is muscle atrophy, and that's not sufficient, unfortunately. Now, you want to avoid injuries, especially as you get older, your risk of injuries goes up. So I always recommend to do at least around 10 to 12 reps, but really, really push yourself. That means you do 1 or 2 sets warming up, kind of going through motions, and then 1 set where you really go close or as close as you can to muscle failure. But this should be at least 10 to 12 reps. So do another 10 reps, right? Until the muscle is really fatigued, until you really exhaust that muscle. And most people don't do that. It's because you're not really working out with the right intensity. And that needs to go up as you get older because it's, the muscle needs more stimulus to respond. And that's something that is, most people are neglecting that and really getting into pushing yourself in the workout, pushing yourself close to failure in the last set is very important. And again, going with intensity close to failure, that's really the trick. And you want to keep muscle tone. You want to keep muscle mass as much as you can, right? Because as we get older, there is muscle atrophy. But also overall, you have more injuries when you have less muscle mass. And, you're aging faster with less muscle mass. And, again, less muscle mass is also a predictor of a shorter lifespan. So you want to keep your muscle mass as best as you can. And really work out to the intensity where you can do that, right? So these tips are really, I think, very helpful, especially when you're over 40 or over 50. And in order to really keep muscle mass and keep your fat low, I think these are 3 very simple truths that we can easily follow, and I think makes a huge difference in your long-term health and longevity.